Do you find yourself proactively looking in your past for traumas, things that might not feel fully healed and resolved? You do want to be careful of something I'm going to call trauma hunting. This is where it almost becomes that healing, doing emotional work, becomes an end in and of itself. So rather than living your life and the primary focus of your life being doing the things you want to do, hanging out with people you love, finding people you love, etc., just turns into, wow, I got to heal. I got to heal more, and there's always more to heal. This is something to put a highlighter on and to observe if this might apply to you. So one of the ways to check this, it can be a little nuanced, so we're going to try to find a few examples here to help you self-diagnose as best you can, and you can ask any questions in the comments. But when you wake up or you're going through your life, are you thinking about, what do I want to do? What do I want to experience? What is my life about? And then is your day, at least on some level, filled either with those activities or steps towards it, working towards doing those things? Then, of course, your emotional work, your EFT tapping, a lot of what I do on this channel, is it serving that function? So for example, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or blog, right? And you know it matters to you, and you go to work on it a little bit and you find you're like debilitated with writer's block, or you're horrified of seeing your own face on camera. Okay, yes, then you start, you might do some EFT tapping, you might need to work with someone or work in your own way and discover, yeah, there's some stuff in my past, there's some things going on here that might be affecting this. So we do some emotional work, work on yourself a bit, however you do it, and then you try again. And you see, okay, yeah, there's some progress here. There's some movement forward. So the emotional work is in service of your life. This is not always what it looks like. What it looks like sometimes is just, no, my life has sort of just become about healing. I listen to mostly books about healing and trauma, and I'm not a facilitator of it, right? It's one thing if it's your gig, if it's your business, but it can turn into an endless sort of self-repair project. Like, oh, my life is now, I'm supposed to just heal everything. And sometimes the end state of that is actually kind of ambiguous. What can get in our minds sometimes is like, I'm going to become quote unquote healed, whatever that means, and then everything's going to be easy. It's all going to kind of fall from the sky. And there's some spiritual teachings that can be interpreted that way. It's like, if I do enough emotional work, I'm going to reach this kind of enlightenment state. And meanwhile, what can happen is all you're doing every day is instructing your body, mind, and nervous system. Okay, brain, nervous system, your job is to find things to heal. Now, if you give it that instruction, you're going to find a lot. You're going to find possibly an endless amount. And it might even generate more, which is a really trippy one. But if the instruction is, find traumas, heal trauma, find trauma, heal trauma. You know what? I still don't feel amazing every minute of every day, or I still have some social anxiety. Better find more trauma. That's the loop where your life becomes a repair project. It's a very big one for me. I have a free ebook below in the description called You're Not a Repair Project, which further emphasizes, my approach to this whole thing. But you really want to keep an eye out for this trauma hunting. You are not a repair project, and in my opinion, the purpose of emotional work is to serve your life, not be your life. And if it is your life, maybe it's in a way that you are learning about it because it's a passion and you're facilitating others with it to help feel better and enjoy their lives more, not just to be stuck in this sort of endless loop. If you have any questions about that, or you think you might be doing it, feel free to describe your situation, feel free to engage, and I look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you.